Parajita Sarangi, while the BJP in the national capital is training its guns on the Aam Aadmi Party and trying to fix responsibility of what is the infrastructure of a city which clearly is fraying at the edges. The question, Parajita Sarangi, that parliamentarians are raising inside the building is the visuals on your television screen, a building that was constructed with over 970 crores. The first rain that it sees in the monsoon session develops leaks.
I'll talk of both the issues, Preeti. You have talked of the situation in the capital city owing to the unprecedented level of rain and of course the leakage that we saw in the Parliament building. See, number one, let me tell you that whatever is happening in Delhi, on the streets of Delhi, mother and child getting drowned, children getting electrocuted, 3 students as IAS aspirants dying in old Rajendra Nagar, these should not have happened had civic issues been taken care of. Now, this is a continuous process. Here we must know that in Delhi, there are about more than 164 councillors and there are more than 60 MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party. We also have the entire administrative machinery of the Municipal Corporation of Delhi and of course the officials of other civic agencies. It's extremely important to ensure that just before the rains start, we know when the rains are coming. Just when the rains start, just before that, in fact, all the drains need to be desilted, one. Number two, wherever coverage of drains is required, all the drains need to be covered, extremely important. Wherever there are gaps in the system, in the sewerage lines, all these gaps have to be plugged. So I think some kind of anticipation exercise needs to be done, and then certain short-term measures have to be taken before every rain. But there are certain long-term measures which have to be thought of. There has to be a comprehensive drainage development plan for the city. I was also the Municipal Commissioner of Bhubaneswar, which I represent now as Member of Parliament. So I think I have some little experience of how things are done as far as civic issues are concerned. So I think this is absolute laxity on part of the Delhi government as well as the corporation body of the Delhi, of Municipal Corporation of Delhi. That is one part. Now there is also, I heard the BJP chief talking about the non-availability of pumps. Madam Atishi also went and inspected certain places, but I think there was non-availability of pumps everywhere. Water has to be drained out. How? How does the water come out? Pumps have to be there in adequate number and in running condition. Now I think the 2 ministers, we are aware of the 2 ministers, Madam Atishi and Sri Saurabh Bharadwaj, both of them have to work in convergence. All the relevant departments have to work in convergence so that the people of Delhi are safe and sound and they do not have this kind of experience as they had. This is one part. Number two, now I come to the Parliament part. Just give me about 30-40 seconds. Now here we have heard the Central Public Works Department officials today. We also have communication from the Lok Sabha Secretariat. When the Lok Sabha Secretariat issues a communication, it is backed by, genuity, I would say. It is backed by evidence, I would say. CPWD official has been quoted. There are glass domes. Let's remember there are glass domes, you can see, because we wanted it to be a green parliament. A wonderful work has been done. A wonderful building has come up. We are all definitely much more comfortable. And this particular parliament building belongs to the people who have criticized the likes of Manikam Tagorji and Akhilesh Yadavji, and it also belongs to me. I'm also a parliamentarian with absolutely no bias, not because I belong to a certain political party, the ruling dispensation, I must say, that the glass domes started leaking because the silicon got eroded due to unprecedented heat of the summer and of course the heavy rains. So I think we have to understand it just erosion of the silicon which was immediately kind of repaired. And there was absolutely no problem thereof. It can happen anywhere in any building, whatever the architecture, whatever the design.
All
So
right.
I think
But Aparajita
technical people
Sarangi,
of
as I
Civic
widen the
have
scope of the
explained,
debate,
and I
I'm going to
think we
just
need to understand.
point out a few things. Because yes, the leak in the building is nothing compared to what's gone down in the national capital. But I'll tell you how this is a classic way of passing the buck. And I'll just give you an example and bear with me. Because what happened inside the parliament, you said very clearly that the Lok Sabha Secretariat has come out and explained why it's happened. It was the adhesive, especially where the glass panels were concerned, and that got washed away in the incessant rainfall. Therefore, this leak in a building which was spanking new and has cost the country and the exchequer and people like, common citizens of the country over 970 crores. Number one. Number two, you speak of what's going on in Delhi, the national capital. You are very right that the Aam Aadmi Party has its task cut out and questions that it needs to answer. However, the Aam Aadmi Party is turning around and also passing the buck where the BJP is concerned, where they say that the mother and the child duo that passed away, unfortunately, drowning in a storm drain, were the responsibility of the DDA. That drain was under construction by the DDA, and that comes not under the MCD or the Aam Aadmi Party. Ultimately, Aparajita Sarangi, collateral in all of this is the citizen of this country.